Well, welcome back, guys, to another episode of Friday Night Smackdown. Now, you know, on the last episode, the Four Horsemen had beaten the New World Order, and you would have thought that that would have been it. However, a lot has happened since Wednesday Night Stampede. Well, welcome back, guys. And we are going to get into that right now. One of the bigger things, really, is the members of the New World Order, the newer people, the nWo 2.0, as you will, have reached out to Totes My Goats and said, please, give us a chance. Totes My Goats has agreed, but has been in talks with Hollywood Hogan and let Hogan know that if he does this, whether they win or they lose, no matter what, any matches for the New World Order's Hollywood Hogan, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, or Randy Savage has to be approved by Totes My Goats, and he let them know in no uncertain terms, basically, they'd be retired. What is going on, Rowdy? Welcome to the stream. He also put in a stipulation that he will have two other members, not of the Four Horsemen, because we are on Friday Night Smackdown. Robbo taking Totes' shot. Totes was going to get a shot at the SmackDown World title tonight. Instead, Robbo's going to take that on. Eagle Star is going to take on Gunter for the Intercontinental title. And Rowdy facing off against the big man, Braun Strowman, for the Triple Crown Hardcore title. So those three aren't available. So Totes said he could pick anybody he wanted, and he's got two other guys to stand in the ring and fight off the nWo one more time. Also, we got a championship match. Tiffany Stratton making her debut. Beth Phoenix, Bobbi, Hart, all facing off, going against Raquel Rodriguez, going for that Triple Crown Women's TV Championship. World title for the women is on the line tonight as well. KVD facing off against Chris Jericho. We have a fatal four-way. We have four competitors. These four competitors here, kind of hard to say where they fall in and about the women's division. So we're going to find that out tonight. And then Jane will be taking on Ronda Rousey for the Intercontinental title. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. So as you can see, Totes has picked Angel and Goldberg to stand by him to take on Seth Rollins, Robert Roode, Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, and John Cena. If one of these three can win, or one of those five can win, they will be the new leader of the nWo. What is going on, Rowdy? Welcome to the stream. Eagle Star, welcome to the stream. How are we all doing? So big dealings tonight. This is going to be an 8-way elimination match with Drew McIntyre making his way down to the ring first. The New World Order music playing. Drew did put on a pretty impressive performance, did come up a bit short going after the European title on Wednesday Night Stampede. Now, the craziest thing about all of this is it's kind of weird to be seeing the same wrestlers in back-to-back shows.
The following contest is an elimination match. Making his way to the ring, representing the nWo from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
So what do you think out there in TV land? Is it going to be possible for one of the members now of the nWo 2.0 to step up and earn the right to wear the colors. They've all got these pretty t-shirts that come out, say nWo on the front, say Click on the back. I don't know if you guys know what that means. It's a little ode to the Click. Never an official faction in wrestling, but everybody that knows about wrestling knows who the Click is. Another New World Order member, Randy Orton, going to make his way down to the ring. Now, I thought it was a pretty interesting selection where Totes picks Angel and Goldberg to help him stop the likes of the nWo. Of course, Totes, being a member of the Four Horsemen, would have picked one of the Horsemen. However, all three Horsemen,
representing the nWo from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, Randy Orton.
However, all four Horsemen are in title matches tonight. Angel, what is going on? You made it just in time. You were in this very first match here on Smackdown. You know, you look at Randy Orton, the legend killer. You look at Drew McIntyre, the Scottish warrior. John Cena, like, I don't know. Is there another group who has ever been assembled in wrestling with that kind of background of all 5 members? It's unbelievable. Seth Rollins, Robert Roode, oh, Bobby Roode himself. Crazy. I almost want to do something one time and release what this entrance sounds like with the nWo music playing and the crowd singing Glorious. You know, Robert Roode has the charisma to lead a group himself.
And representing the nWo from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, the glorious Robert Roode.
It did take me a while to get the announcer to end right when he throws up his arms to say the glorious stuff. But yeah, quite interesting, to say the least. Angel's phone is on another level today. That's what they call that double speak, the double type. John Cena now making his way down.
Representing the nWo from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, John Cena.
We might have added a little pyro to that one. So John Cena making his way down to the ring as well. You know, we talked about this on Wednesday Night Stampede. Probably the one guy that you just don't see coming, but I think it's the thing that legitimizes something if you were going to have another NWO. You think back when Hollywood became the third member of the NWO, nobody saw that coming. And I don't think we would see this coming. Who do you think, if there was just a 5-way match between John Cena, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, Robert Roode, and Drew McIntyre, who do you think comes out on top of that if that was how they were going to determine who led the NWO? My answer might shock you, because I think it would be this guy.
Representing the nWo from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins.
Angel says Randy Orton, and I'm telling you, I don't think there's a wrong answer. Like, I guess it would depend on how the match goes, but I just think, look at the charisma, too, of Rollins. Like, Rollins should be the head of a faction somewhere doing something in real life. Robert Roode should be leading a faction. I don't think Orton has the personality exactly to lead the faction. He's always been more of that enforcer type. John Cena could be serious enough to lead a faction, you know what I mean? I could see it. But when you look at like straight charisma, something like a Hogan has, something like Randy Savage has, and I think that was part of the reason too when Kevin Nash took over the NWO, just his character doesn't match up. Goldberg now making his way out into the, what in the heck is going on here? Goldberg now wearing the colors of the NWO. Did Totes just get duped? Totes picked Goldberg to come out and help him stop the New World Order. Now the long-time millionaire, $1 million champion, wearing the colors of the New World Order.
The Universal $1 Million Champion, Goldberg!
Unbelievable. Goldberg making his way down to the ring in colors I never thought I would see Goldberg wearing, but Goldberg, look at him sporting the colors. Apparently, the newest member of the NWO wanted to get in on this to possibly become the leader of the NWO. It is now going to be up to Totes and Angel to stop these 6 guys. Angel now getting ready to make his way down. Hopefully the Dark Angel shows up, because that's who we need in the ring tonight. And Angel, also a member of the New World Order. It is now Totes, McGoats versus 7 members, 7 brand new members of the NWO. And I gotta believe Totes just got played.
San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 239 pounds, Angel.
What in the world is going on? Hey, Sentinel, welcome to the stream, brother. Angel with his brand new entrance, no longer waving at people. Coming down, getting a little serious. 7 members of the nWo against Totes My Goats. Totes could use a horseman now. Yeah. And that'll teach you a lesson right there. If you're a horseman, you gotta stay with you gotta keep the horseman.
From Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 257 pounds,
Totes, or also known as the Reaper, now making his way down to the ring. And Angel thought I didn't have plans. Making his way down to the ring right now, the Lone Horseman, but owns all the rights to the nWo. So you'll see Totes My Goats flash that nWo sign anytime he feels like it, kind of in defiance of the New World Order. But regardless of all of that, two brand new members of the nWo just showed up, and now it's still no matter what. They want to get Totes out, but this is also for the leadership of the nWo. Yeah, this is definitely not going to be easy, but what Totes has got to play off of is the greed now of the nWo. Every single one of those 7 guys in this ring, you know, want to be the leader, want to be the one determining the direction of the nWo, how it's going, and what they attack, how they do their business. I don't even think Drew McIntyre realizes that he's double teaming it up with Totes My Goats. Goldberg, though, breaking it up, and now Drew McIntyre and Goldberg, never thought I'd hear myself say that, double teaming Totes My Goats. And really, like Rowdy said earlier, how long can Totes last in the ring against 7 members of the nWo? Another thing that is very interesting about the digs, the costumes, everybody in the nWo pretty much has the base color black, except for Angel. Now, if you look at Angel, Angel does have more of the white pants. Drew McIntyre and Totes My Goats out on that diamond-plated entrance walkway. So that is a quick way to end your night. Totes My Goats on the wrong end of that stick. Looking back in the ring, Seth Rollins putting a cover on John Cena. And I gotta be honest, you would think that it would be Seth Rollins or John Cena really to be the one to come out of here with the leadership. So it's kind of odd to see them two going at it immediately. You would have thought that they might have like stayed away from each other a little bit, but not the case. Now Seth Rollins going after Goldberg, and then you look at like that next tier of Goldberg, Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton, and Totes My Goats has put out Drew McIntyre. Angel just noticed it, and now all over Totes My Goats. Told him, whispered a little sweet nothing in his ear, and then bopped him right on the back of his head. And then goes for the pin. Is this going to put Goldberg out? Goldberg, no, crawls to the corner, but Seth Rollins has got him a few times. John Cena talking smack to Angel. Angel says, don't you be talking smack to me. Hits him with a double clothesline and now throws him into the side. Look at Angel, like just controlling things on the outside of the ring. Seth Rollins, if they were playing King of the Hill, is the King of the Hill right now. But Goldberg gets out of the way. John Cena now gets totes up. Big slam. And this might be the end of Seth Rollins' night. The thing you didn't want to happen. Now jackhammer rolls up the leg. Referee right in position. And Seth Rollins has been eliminated. Goldberg now, it seems like every time somebody wants to eliminate somebody, they want to go after totes. Makes sense. Totes is now defeated Drew McIntyre and Goldberg. Robert Roode looks like he took out Angel. Randy Orton now paired up with Totes McGoats on the outside of the ring. Robert Roode with John Cena. And we are down to the final four. Look at Bobby taking it to John Cena. 1, 2. And only a 2 count. Orton throws Totes into the ring. Now all 4 competitors, well, briefly back in the ring. Orton wanted to take the action back to the outside, it looks like. John Cena getting things turned around against Roode. And now Cena going for the stairs. I think Roode might have been kind of on top of that. Might have been a little too fast, but turns out he wasn't. Roode back to his feet. Cena now going after Randy Orton. And I got to tell you, I'm a little bit shocked Totes McGoats is even still in this match. Really, the one thing that could totally thwart the NWO is Totes McGoats. Now, hold on just a second. I am getting word from the back that this isn't actually a match to determine the leadership. This is a match to determine if they can have a match to determine the leadership. So I can't believe they all aren't going after Totes McGoats right now. It's almost like they don't realize he's in the ring. Randy Orton now getting things turned around against Cena. Totes back up on top of Bobby Roode. Totes too split open. Randy Orton getting fired up. And Robert Roode up on the top, drops that knee down onto the chest of Totes. Randy Orton saying, no sir, no sir. And throws Cena right in to the announce table. Here's the scary part, look. Referee right up on top of those guys. On the outside of the ring, Orton now going for those steel steps. Decides against it. Blocks the move. And there it is. That might end Cena's night right now. Oh, no. The referee doesn't know which way to go. And Randy Orton eliminates John Cena. Bobby might get Totes to tap right here. It looks like Totes trying to fight through it. Finally does fight through it. Except look at this. Orton bringing the steel steps up into the ring. Is Totes going to see it coming? He sees it and then gets a steel steps right in his scunion. So does Robert Roode. Randy Orton says, look, I'm going to take them all out. Orton, we have never seen that. Orton took the steps, throws him over the top rope, and hits Totes My Goats with them. And it's just hard to believe that these two are going after each other and letting Totes stay in the ring. Here comes the extraction. Orton now split open. 2, 3. And it is down to mano y mano. Uno on uno. Totes My Goats versus Bobby Roode. And Robert Roode comes out on top and earns.
Here is your winner, the Glorious.
You would think if you're NWO, Isabella must be NWO as well. We'll have to wait and see. We haven't really seen Isabella make her debut yet, but she is around. So in true NWO fashion, boy, they took that thing right down to the wire. Robert Roode comes out on top and gives the NWO a shot to name their leader in the ring, which we will see on Monday Night Raw. Still a lot of wrestling left in this. Jade right now getting ready to take on Ronda Rousey for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. So Ronda Rousey grabbed the Intercontinental Championship, and she has hung on to it now. Jade getting her shot at Ronda Rousey. Will she be able to come away tonight? Jade's moniker also in the women's division, the Legend Killer, and Ronda Rousey, a legend.
Scheduled for one fall, and is for the Intercontinental Women's Championship.
It'll be interesting to see. I mean, now you got to look. Heck, there's 7 new NWO members. There's only 5 slots. What does that mean? And really, I mean, what does it mean for the women's division? We know the women's NWO never left. Even when the men's faction broke up, then Hollywood comes back with what I would probably consider the godfathers of the New World Order. Then they're back, kind of in the swing of things. So we know Allison was a part of the NWO women. Now, if Angel is a part of the NWO, is Isabella a part of the NWO? How does the faction line out? What shows does the faction line up with? Ronda Rousey, all business tonight, it looks like, making her way down to the ring right now. Doesn't even really want to discuss a whole lot, just has that Intercontinental Championship flung over her shoulder. She's like, yeah, you see it? Intercontinental Champion tonight on a mission is Jade. Rousey typically
introducing the challenger from Leeds, England, the Legend Killer, Jade. And her opponent from Venice Beach, California, she is the Intercontinental Women's Champion, the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey.
You can hear the crowd chanting Ronda Rousey. However, back to the NWO thing, like, is, like, how do the factions line out? Are they going to have, like, a contest to see which 5 are in? Maybe 2 are out and 5 are in. Maybe the factions are split up between the different shows. Maybe they're trying to get into all the shows. It's hard to say. It's something now we're really going to have to keep our eye on. But what we do know, the 4 Horsemen beat the nWo and put them in a position where Totes could decide to have the older members of the nWo retire and give the newer guys a chance. The newer guys earned that right tonight, even though kind of put one over on Totes and Goats. But do the Horsemen have something else up their sleeve? We are going to find out on Monday Night Raw. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Ronda Rousey, though, off to a quick start against Jade. Is Jade going to be able to stop the momentum of Rousey? Look at this. Ronda sees her rolling out, immediately goes up to the top rope. Jade back to her feet. Ronda wisely kind of aborts the mission on that one and gets in a position to stay in control of this match. Big boot, that will turn any match around. And now Jade on the offensive. And that's something with Jade you got to watch. She's got some strong moves, and if she strings the right moves together, kind of like you look at Max Fennick and what he did in the main event of Wednesday Night Stampede. Max, he strings the right few moves together. It will be a quick match. Somebody's night ends quickly. Jade now playing it up to the crowd, but still has Ronda waiting on her. And a big slam. This is typically where Jade would go to the top rope. Is not going up right now, just dropping the old trifecta of elbows right into the chest of Ronda Rousey. So Ronda started off, got off to a quick start. Jade got it turned around, and now Ronda. So kind of a back and forth match. Who is going to outlast the other one? Ronda does have a history of outlasting her opponents, but she's never met the Legend Killer. Ronda now getting Jade back up on her feet. Ronda gets her up, but Jade, look at this, fights through it, slams her down. Thought that was going to end up being Ronda Rousey's finishing move, but Jade fought through it to get this part of it turned around. Double axe handle to the back, letting the crowd know, yep, she still got it. Oh, look at that. Jumps up on that second rope, big fist, but Jade kicking out in one. Goes, gets her slammed down, says something to her. Jade still fighting, trying to get back to her feet. Takes the forearm and back down she goes again. And here it is, the arm bar. This is what has put a lot of people out, not just in the WWE, but also in the UFC. Jade holding on. Is she good? Oh, look at this. Fights through it. Gets her back and then starts delivering a series of right hands right to the kielbasa of Ronda Rousey. Another slam now goes, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3, and it was just too much right there at the end. You go right from that arm bar right into that crazy side slam, and too much to handle.
And still Intercontinental Women's Champion, the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey.
Now that's got to be kind of a scary thing for the women's division. You have Jade go up, try to take out Ronda Rousey, and Ronda Rousey once again holds on to her title. And it kind of makes you wonder, who is going to be able to take her out now? Like I said at the top of the program, right now we have Chyna, we have Liv Morgan, we have Jade Jarrett, and we have Cora Jade making her debut. The thing is, we don't really know how these women fit into the Smackdown brand. So tonight, they are going to get a chance to prove themselves in the ring. Is one of these women going to be the next one?
The following is a fatal four-way Falls Count Anywhere match. Making her way to the ring from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan.
Are one of these women going to be the one to take on Ronda Rousey? And then, if somebody can get that Intercontinental title belt away from Ronda Rousey, the next question is, what does that mean for the SmackDown World Champion? Because now Ronda Rousey will be freed up to go after that world title. So, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? So Jade Jarrett, a member of the Four Horsewomen, now making her way down to the ring. So I have been told that the Four Horsewomen have, in fact, picked their fourth member.
And her opponents, first, representing the Four Horsemen from Dallas, Texas, Jade Jarrett.
But they have also informed me, not only will they not tell us who, they have said we will not see the fourth member tonight.
And representing D-Generation X from Redondo Beach, California, the ninth wonder of the world, Chyna!
And in fact, may not even get to see the fourth member until the pay-per-view, which we are only one Raw, one Stampede, and one Smackdown away from the Royal Rumble. Well, and that could be another thing, you know, some of these wrestlers could really be focusing on what's going on in the Royal Rumble, and maybe they end up overlooking the matches that they're in here. Royal Rumble, big deal. You know, you win that. You're at WrestleMania now. You get your shot at the world title. Amazing stuff.
And from Chicago, Illinois, Cora Jade.
So Cora Jade making her SmackDown debut tonight, coming over from NXT. High energy wrestler. Is she going to be able to really take on what is going on here? On SmackDown. Maybe. So here we go, four-way elimination match. I think this is the only four-way elimination match of the night. I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. Most of the rest of them, I think we're going to be looking at a lot of one-on-one matches. Liv Morgan, Cora Jade, very similar styles of wrestling. You got to believe that Cora Jade and Liv Morgan are gonna want Jade Jarrett and Chyna kind of facing off against each other. More so than the two of them. That is quite interesting. Liv Morgan had Chyna down, and you know, don't get me wrong, Chyna doesn't have to kick out at the time, but she was pinned for quite some time. And the thing that you really don't want to see if you're the other wrestlers is Chyna getting on a roll, and Chyna almost got on a roll. Now, the more I'm looking at it, I kind of wonder if Cora Jade and Liv Morgan maybe in the future form a tag team. They're very similar. They are smaller, but both kind of two balls of energy. So you keep that going. That might make an interesting tag team. We'll just have to see what happens with that. Cora Jade now, or not Cora Jade, Jade Jarrett on the outside. And kind of getting the best of Chyna. Chyna, I'm a little bit shocked, has not really got it going yet. Wondering if she gets it turned around or when she gets it turned around. What is that going to mean for the rest of these competitors? Typically when Chyna gets it going, it is game over. Liv Morgan now getting that baseball bat out and takes it right to one of the members of the Four Horsemen, but Cora Jade is like, thanks for the baseball bat. Chyna now rolling the leg of Jarrett. 1, 2, and you can tell referee kind of shaken up a little bit from getting knocked out in a women's match. Jade now has still shaken up. And Chyna kicks out in 2, so it kind of makes you wonder, would have Jade Jarrett, would she have kicked out before? Would Chyna have kicked out if the referee wasn't counting so incredibly slow? Referee looks like he's getting his act back together. Getting that normal count going. And Jade Jarrett kind of in control, cleaning house. That is, I was going to say, that's kind of the wrong spot to be in. Chyna realized it, but looked like she was going to get it going. Does not, however. And what a big bat shot right to the head of Jade Jarrett. Cora Jade then delivers a big right to Liv Morgan. Chyna trying to get back to her feet. Cora Jade thinking about maybe taking this action onto the inside. Breaking it on through to the other side. And Jade Jarrett out in 2. So 2 competitors inside the ring, 2 out. That might just do it for Liv Morgan. But Cora Jade not going for the pin, where Chyna is going for the pin after delivering the pedigree to Jade Jarrett. And that is the end of her night. Liv Morgan now also out. So Cora Jade actually having a pretty good debut here on SmackDown tonight. Will she be able to take out Chyna? Maybe be Dawn the new mini Chyna. Doesn't look like Chyna wants that to happen, though. Chyna now taking it up to the top. Cora Jade delivering a punch right to the abdomen, then kicks, goes after this baseball bat. Chyna getting back to her feet, delivers just a nasty clothesline. Probably didn't think Cora Jade would be getting up so fast, but Cora back to her feet quick. And round they go. Each one of them wanting to have the right to play it up to the crowd. But letting the other one off the hook. And I would guess that Cora Jade probably could handle a little bit more of the cord, letting them off the hook than Chyna, you know what I mean? Like, she needs to stay on the attack. Don't let Chyna give up. Keep the pacing of the match. Use everything. Use the entire ring to her advantage to try to get this win. This would be a colossal upset. You think about this. Liv Morgan in the match. Jade Jarrett in the match. Chyna in the match. Taking on the rookie Cora Jade. And now Cora still sitting there. And ready to go. Chyna having to resort to some underhanded tactics, probably getting a little bit nervous that she may not win this match. Cora Jade says, look, I can do the same thing. Oh, big DDT on the outside now. Rolls up the leg, referee in position. And Chyna, look at that, still kicks out with authority, but grabbing her face. And Cora Jade wisely just staying on top of it right now. And delivering blow after blow after blow to Chyna. Look at that, 3 big elbows. Still does not take Chyna off of her feet. And now going under the ring. Probably looking for the sledgehammer. Yep, you gotta believe. If she can't beat her one way, hit her with the sledgehammer. Old Triple H move there. 2, 3, and it pays off.
Here is your winner, Cora Jade.
That is very interesting. I mean, maybe Cora Jade getting her shot at Ronda Rousey. Maybe we're looking at Ronda Rousey's next opponent. Would not have guessed that Miss Cora here would have came out on top of this match, but that is just what she did. What is going on, Grady? Welcome to the stream, brother. Now, it's been a while since we've seen KVD, and it has been, I think, Chris Jericho's last match that we saw him in was losing the Universal title. So, KVD, Chris Jericho, kind of facing off. We made a couple changes to KVD's entrance attire, so this will be a first time getting to see the newish look of KVD.
It's scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Primetime Players from Staten Island, New York, weighing in at 215 pounds, KVD.
KVD, Kamikaze Vondu, making his way down to the ring. I think really possibly getting his real first shot since Season 4 started. And against the likes of Chris Jericho, so quite the opponent. This would be a statement match, probably going either way and for both competitors.
And his opponent, representing the Hart Foundation from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at 233 pounds, Chris Jericho.
It's kind of funny, Chris Jericho, a member of the Hart Foundation, but you will see him wear 2 different attires, one that really lines up with the Hart Foundation and another one that gives an ode to the old WCW Monday Night is Jericho. So Jericho suffered an injury early on. Did get word this week that that injury has since been resolved. So really his first match back after the injury that he suffered to his abdomen. Is he going to be able to kind of get back into old form? Now, it was just a short injury. He's only been off a few weeks. But still, you look at some of these athletes, once they get hurt, they get inside their head a little bit. And it starts kind of affecting what they did in the ring, where maybe they took some chances before, maybe they're not taking the same chances now. So something we want to keep an eye on. Looked like Kamikaze went to do kind of a float over. Chris Jericho helped him out there. But KVD right back up to his feet. And now back in control of this match. It's kind of a statement right there, you know. You slam Jericho a couple times, and then you're like, hey, let me go for this pin. Jericho looking like he was trying to go off that second rope. Maybe even hit KVD with the lion salt, but Kamikaze quickly turns that around, grabs him before he can get off of it. And Chris Jericho, now you gotta believe Chris Jericho, you can see not just the athleticism, but just his overall ring awareness, knowing when to play it up to the crowd, knowing when to kind of get into the mind of the opponent, knowing when to do the wrestling moves. Probably one of the masters at pacing on a match. Does miss that, however. Try to use that rope to do a crossbody, but just a little bit too far out and a little bit too far off target. You know, it's funny, we talked about, you know, playing it up to the crowd, getting his timing right, and then there, does not do it. Tries to get back to his feet. KVD, though, the pacing of KVD is fast and furious. Now, Chris Jericho might have came down a little bit weird on his head there, because it looked like he was trying to get out of the ring but did not know which way to go to do it. So he could be possibly suffering from a concussion, or maybe it's nothing. Just something to keep our eye on as we move forward in this match. Look at that, Jericho taking his time, but sees that KVD is still a little bit shaken up, takes advantage of it, goes over the top rope, and lands another crossbody. KVD trying to get back to his feet. Jericho not letting him do it. Referee count up to 3. But still plenty of time for both competitors to get back in the ring. Also, no title on the line in this particular match, so you can win the match by countout. But after what's happened in the last couple of weeks, I just don't think that is what Chris Jericho wants. Then also with KVD, look at that. We don't see that typically. Jumps up on that top rope. But it's the same thing with KVD. We haven't seen him in a couple weeks either. So, you know, both guys really want to have a good showing here. Chris Jericho trying to clear out the monitors. KVD says, no thank you. Referees count again, already up to 7. Look at that. KVD caught it just in time. Jericho does recover in time. KVD didn't see that one coming. Here comes Chris Jericho, picks him up. Is this going to be a power bomb? Not just one power bomb, not just twice, but 3 times a power bomb. Now rolls up the leg, 2, and KVD out in 2. Oh, look at that. Chris Jericho going in. Might have been going for a single leg takedown. KVD catches him. This might be the elbow of doom, and it will be. Can he land it? He does. Now goes for the pin. 1, 2, and Chris Jericho now out in 2. Both these guys going back and forth. A little shot. KVD actually switching up the way he normally wrestles. Normally he's going off the top rope a lot, letting it fly, but in this match so far, not that many times has he gone off this top rope. Kind of shows you the versatility of the wrestler. Chris Jericho doesn't exactly go off the top rope, but he uses the entire ring. He goes off all the ropes. I was going to say watch. I say he doesn't typically go off the top rope, and here he goes off the top rope. Can he land it? Does. Rolls the leg, and Kamikaze's foot up underneath the rope. Rope break called by the referee. And now KVD trying to get it turned back around. Referee 1, 2. And for the first time in a long time, the referee actually sees the pinned wrestler grab the rope. Now, we've seen the pinned wrestler grab the rope plenty of times, but the referee miss it almost every time. Jericho gets back out of the way. Kamikaze lands a little weird on his back, then misses the kick. Kamikaze back up, hits him with 1 clothesline, 2 clotheslines, and whoa, misses it, kicks the leg out from underneath him. And usually this is where he goes up and goes for Doom's elbow. 1 leap up to the top, and here comes Doom's elbow 1 more time. And did he hit it? I don't even know. That was one of the more awkward ways, but he must have hit it. 3 count, and KVD comes out your winner.
Here is your winner, KVD.
So Chris Jericho's first match back from being injured, and KVD's first match of the season. KVD comes out on top. Is he going to be able to use this to kind of springboard or catapult his season forward and get some shots at the world or at an Intercontinental Championship? Or even maybe at a pay-per-view for the Triple Crown Light Heavyweight Championship. We'll just have to wait and see. But tonight, the Horsemen going after 3 different titles. The Hardcore Championship up first.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall and is for the Triple Crown Hardcore Championship.
If you remember back last week, Rowdy was really kind of the MVP of the match, bringing it home, back home to the Horsemen, which then puts the Horsemen in a position to control the fate of Hollywood Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, Randy Savage, and Scott Hall. And now this week, getting his shot at a Triple Crown title, the Hardcore title, but in order to do so, must take on Braun Strowman, one of the, if not the monster of the wrestling world. Braun Strowman has been on quite a roll too with this Hardcore title. Will Rowdy be able to stop it tonight? Remember, Friday Night Smackdown really is the home of the Horsemen. This is what show they are normally on. So this is why title matches are happening for them here. Braun Strowman always, he's like, whatever. I'm just going to walk down and point to a few people. You can see a fan of Jane sitting out in the crowd right now. Right there he is, Legend Killer shirt on. Oddly, though, not a lot of New World Order shirts going on out in the crowd. So, two big men going at it in the ring right now. One hardcore title on the line. I like that signal.
Introducing the challenger from New York, weighing in at 304 pounds, the Enforcer, Rowdy Hart.
Rowdy already fired up.
From Sherrills, North Carolina, weighing in at 385 pounds, he is the Triple Crown Hardcore Champion, Braun Strowman.
Remember, guys, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss any time we go live. And share the video. It's always appreciated. So Rowdy inspects it, sees what's going on. He's happy with it, and now it is time to get it on. You know, in matches like these, I always think it's better to be the one that comes out aggressing first. But you got to be able to do it with the right amount of timing. Coming out and only getting one move in to get it turned back around on you does not work. But Rowdy right now, pacing's going very well. Thought Braun was going to try to roll it up out of the ring. Rowdy kind of looks like he was trying to back up. Finally, he's like, forget it. Didn't know what he wanted to do, but that works. Picks up the big guy, slams him down, but only a 1 count. Still very early on in the match. And now Braun Strowman trying to get to work. But look at that. Rowdy recovers quickly, takes out the knee, starting to get the crowd up involved in it, but Braun Strowman back up on his feet, throwing the right overhand. And now that looks like a reverse choke slam right down on the chest of Rowdy. Braun says, bring it on, Rowdy. Rowdy says, all right. Look at how much the mat shakes every time one of these two gets smashed down in the ring. There's a whole lot of shaking going on as far as the ring is concerned. What is going on, Bruning? Welcome to the stream, brother. Gruning's got another character. Rarely interested to see what happens with him this year. I think Bruning has a shot. This character has a shot to actually walk away with the world title this year as well. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Rowdy now taking it up to the top rope. Big owie. Big owie to Rowdy's knee. Braun Strowman gets back up and grabs Rowdy, now wrenching on that arm, shoulder, and neck. Rowdy fights through it though. Starting to get some punches in and on the ribs. And a clothesline with the left arm. You don't see that a whole bunch, but we're seeing it right now. Wow, look at this. Rowdy's starting to string it together. Makes you wonder. It looks like Braun Strowman slowing down a little bit, having a harder time getting back to his feet, and it kind of looks like Rowdy's just getting it going. Rolls the leg. We might have a brand new hardcore champion right here, and we do. You want to talk about having a good week? Rowdy has had an amazing week.
Here's your winner, and new Triple Crown Hardcore Champion, the Enforcer, Rowdy Hart.
Rowdy bringing a title to the Horsemen, and only one of three that they are going after tonight. Next up, and almost, well, immediately, we have Eagle Star trying to do what Totes My Goats couldn't do and get that Intercontinental title away from Gunter.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Intercontinental Championship.
So Eagle Star thought he would have already been the world champion for the Smackdown brand. Got his shot though, could not come up. Came up a little short against Roman Reigns. Good match, but came up short. Will he be able to take on Gunter? Gunter's another one. You look at the likes of Braun Strowman. Braun holding on to that title for a little bit. Gunter holding on to that title for a little bit. Can he get it broke up tonight, get that separated, and bring home another title belt to the Four Horsemen? That is right. Eagle Star got to collect the bounty, got to collect that title. The Redcoats are coming. The Redcoats are coming. One by land, two if by sea. Here comes Gunter. There is only one coming down, but he is the Intercontinental Champion. And he is here on the Smackdown brand. Horseman also getting a shot tonight. Totes My Goats was going to get a shot at Roman Reigns and the Smackdown title, but in handling the New World Order business, Robbo takes his place tonight in the main event and will be taking on Roman Reigns, another champion who they are trying to separate from the gold belt. So it's funny, you look at this Intercontinental title, you would think this could easily be the one.
Introducing the challenger from Birmingham, Alabama, weighing in at 240 pounds, Eric the Eagle Starman. And his opponent from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 297 pounds, he is the Intercontinental Champion, Gunter.
Gunter, current Intercontinental title holder, puts that title belt on the line tonight. Can the Horsemen, in just the second consecutive match, walk away with even more gold here right now? Now, this is kind of interesting and something we want to keep an eye on, but this was the referee in the last match. Could the Horsemen be paying the ref? Could this be the Horsemen's ref? I don't know, but something we definitely were going to want to keep an eye on. Eagle right away going to work on the lower back of Gunter, getting him in that bear hug, picking him up off the ground. Gunter fighting through it, however, and then big boot to the head. Gunter has actually had some pretty quick matches against opponents. Can Eagle make that or turn that around tonight? Looks like his strategy is to kind of slow things down, get him in some holds, get him in some locks, wear it down like the abdomen, stay in control of the match. Gunter, though, getting it turned around quickly and getting back on the offense. But yeah, so far, pretty interesting match. Back and forth. Gunter rolls out of the ring, still dazed a little bit. Don't know if he sees Eagle Star coming. Doesn't. Takes a double axe handle to his head. And Eagle right back into maintaining control. One, two, and Eagle Star doing much better than doing better than the other competitors that have faced Gunter so far. But Gunter trying to get it turned back around. Eagle quickly back to the outside, recovers, and look at that. Really playing mind games with Gunter right now. Gunter typically the one that plays the mind games, but Eagle taking a page out of the Horseman book and getting up on some stuff. Now remember, the title cannot change hands on a countout. Looked like Eagle was coming up but could not decide what to do. Gunter then sees that he was behind him and then gets to work back up on Eagle Star. Look at this though, like every time Gunter goes to get things going, Eagle gets it turned around rather quickly, which is exactly what he needs to do if he has any hopes of winning this title. Now goes, rolls up the leg, 1, 2, and Gunter though out in 2. But that was actually a good barometer of how things are going. Gunter now gets this hold locked in, forearm across the mask. But look at this, Eagle fighting through, chugga chugga choo choo, gets him and now has Gunter pinned. Gunter finally forced to let go, blocks it this time, but now you can start to see exactly what it looks like, the power of Gunter. Even though Eagle has controlled most of this match, you can see Eagle moving a lot slower than he has been. And even though Gunter's only put on a few moves, it is starting to take its toll on Eagle. Eagle's got to maintain control of this, not let Gunter get any more moves in if he's got any hopes of winning the title. Gunter now on the floor. Look at this. Eagle kind of slowly, but huge move that may just pay off. Goes over the top rope with a little flippity-doo-dah. Goes to put that second elbow in, and I thought he should have picked him up and threw him into the ring. Gunter now. Big right hand, but Eagle jumps right back up, but it is all for naught. Gunter then takes him by the head, whips him over to the side, and then hits him again. Look at this. Eagle Star slower to get back up. Referee's count already up to 6. Now 7. Look at that. I'm telling you, I think if Gunter gets that move in, Eagle doesn't get out and then gets counted out of the match. Catches Gunter right and dirty. Catches him again. And this time Gunter catches Eagle, picks him back up, and looks like powerbomb now. Rolls up the legs, but feet clearly in the ropes. Eagle back up, knocks him into the corner. Gunter now fighting through. Look at this. Back and forth, back and forth. Now Gunter setting up for his finisher, and you just got to think if he can get this in, it might be all over. Huge power bomb, rolls the leg. 1, 2, 3, and that is how close it was. Eagle right on the verge of winning the Intercontinental title, but Gunter comes through.
Intercontinental Champion Gunter.
I'm telling you what, the power of Gunter is absolutely ridiculous. Gunter still your Intercontinental Champion. Holy Moses, down to our last 3 matches of the evening. Shayna Baszler getting her very first shot at a world title here tonight against Judge Julie Justice. Women's television title on the line, and then we will decide it in the main event. The Smackdown World Champion. But let's not overlook this. Before we get on to this, we've got the women's world title and kind of an interesting matchup. We have not seen a lot of Shayna Baszler, but we have seen enough of Judge Julie Justice. This is going to be a SmackDown drag-out brawl.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Kind of interesting, too. You look at Ronda Rousey, baddest woman on the planet. Won her match tonight, but now is out to escort Shayna Baszler. Are these two looking to form a tag team possibly? Or are they just friends? She's out to support her friend and make sure there's no funny business going on, especially when you look at the 4 horsewomen or the 4 horsemen. You never know what could be coming. And this very well, too, could be our actual first look at Shayna Baszler. Don't think we've ever had her in one of our shows. However, puts in her mouthpiece. She is ready to go. She is one tough hombre-ette. I would go as far as to call her hombreetta. Judge Julie Justice making her way down to the ring. Looks so calm, like, hey, whatever. But then she gets in the ring and turns into quite a different person in there just to deliver the sentence. And that's the other thing. She has been the world champion, too, for quite some time. Who is going to be able to get the title belt off of her? Is it going to be Shayna Baszler here tonight? Stranger things have happened.
Introducing the challenger from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler. And her opponent from Stillwater, she is the Smackdown Women's Champion, the Judge, Julie Justice.
So the 4 horsemen and the 4 horsewomen have a chance tonight if the Judge can defend her title and Rowdy beat the current SmackDown World Champion Roman Reigns. They will have a chance to have both world titles in the Horseman faction. Now, Shayna Baszler came out, and I just don't think anybody quite expects it. But look at the Judge. She is not just powerful, but she is also pretty quick. And I don't think, even scouting her out, I don't think you realize until you get in the ring with her just how fast she is. But she can make quick work of anybody in any ring anywhere. So it's something you really gotta pay attention to. But look at her, just the whole timing of everything. Already a 1 count. But Shayna has got to find a way to turn it around so she can start delivering. Her game is more the punching game, more of the striking game. But find a way to start delivering some of that. Another thing you just don't expect to see from the Judge, but you knew she was going to go airborne. Goes through that 2nd and 3rd rope, takes it to the outside of the arena, and hits her again. Just unrelenting in her pursuit to keep the title. So right now, not really looking good for Shayna Baszler. And remember, she can win on a countout. Title won't change hands. She can lose on a countout. The title would not change hands. I'm not even sure if Shayna has got one move in yet. Well, she has thrown her far enough away from the ring. I wonder, even if she got up, if she'd have a chance to get back in. And that's using the old Kabasa. Look, Shayna trying to run, but running way too slow. And Judge Julie Justice dominates that match.
And still, SmackDown Women's Champion, the Judge, Julie Justice.
So it's interesting. You got the Women's Intercontinental title holder and the World title holder down at ringside. Ronda Rousey is like, what just happened? Look at Ronda Rousey, though, looking at the Judge. You know she's one to come after that world title. And maybe that's why she escorted Shayna Baszler down to the ring. Final 2 matches of the evening. That is right, court adjourned. Final 2 matches of the evening. Tiffany Stratton making her debut. Beth Phoenix, I believe, also making her debut. Bobbi Hart, all going after Raquel Rodriguez's Triple Crown television title.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way Falls Count Anywhere match and is for the Women's Triple Crown Television
The Bark Squad.
Introducing the challenger from Prior Lake, Minnesota.
It's coming.
Tiffany Stratton.
So Tiffany Stratton making her way down to the ring in pursuit of her very first title, going after the television championship tonight. But Raquel Gonzalez or Rodriguez, that's another one. Like, who is going to be able to beat her? Is it going to happen tonight? Very hard to say.
And introducing the challenger from Buffalo, New York, the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix.
But I'd say this, if somebody can match her power for power, punch for punch, it is going to be the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix, who is now making her way down to the ring. Tiffany Stratton, don't know a lot about her to know what her style is quite yet. We are about to find out.
And introducing the challenger, representing the Hart Foundation, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Bobbi Hart.
But this is another one, you know, Bobbi Hart, almost expect her to be a world champion. You know, Beth Phoenix kind of on that same path, world champion type wrestler. And I would imagine, honestly, Raquel Rodriguez at some point, you keep hearing me say Gonzalez, but to be fair, that used to be her name. But Raquel Rodriguez, seems to kind of be on that same path, going down that world title line. Now, she is currently the Triple Crown Women's Television Champion, but still, won't be surprised if you see her going after that Smackdown title here before too long. But Bobbi Hart tonight looking to kind of get on a roll, get things moving again in that direction, going towards the championship. In about 2 minutes, my dogs are going to take it to another level.
And introducing the champion from Rio Grande Valley, Texas, she is the Women's Triple Crown Television Champion, Raquel Rodriguez.
Raquel Rodriguez, though, making her way down to the ring. Is she going to be able to thwart off the likes of these three ladies here tonight? I think this is going to be one of the better matches of the evening as well. But you look at Raquel Rodriguez, a lot of people have kind of compared her a little bit to Chyna. You can see her giving you the flex. So not quite as big as Chyna, but still powerful like Chyna was. So is she going to be able to hold on to that championship tonight, or will another powerhouse take it like Beth Phoenix, or will somebody more technical take it like Bobbi Hart, or will the newcomer step up and get her hands on gold in her very first match here on SmackDown? So here we go. So here we go. Looks like Bobbi Hart quickly against Tiffany Stratton gets the 2 count, which you didn't exactly expect that to happen. But it did. And even more so than in the men's matches, you start to see these ladies kind of go after it quite a bit differently. They're on and off, like the same person, different person. Like they switch it up quite a few times. You can see kind of a smart move there by Raquel. Hides around that one corner post. And then takes advantage of Bobbi Hart, who had a baseball bat in her hand. Tiffany Stratton and a chair on the other side of the arena with Beth Phoenix. And the referee over on that side. I think once you get a 2 count on somebody like that's where the referee's like, I better start hanging out here. It can be a fast night for this young lady. But look at Tiffany kind of getting the better of Beth Phoenix over there. Raquel Rodriguez getting the better of Bobbi Hart. And slowly, these 4 competitors start working their way back in to the center of the arena. And now quite quickly they do it, but Raquel, big boot to Tiffany Stratton. While Beth and Bobbi start to recover. And another big boot to Bobbi Hart now rolls the leg. Referee on top of it, but does take his time in the count. And Rodriguez can't even believe it. Stratton now goes to, what is the ref doing? Here we go, rolls up the leg of Beth Phoenix and only a 1 count. Bobbi now getting things turned back around. Along with Beth getting things turned back around. And even though Tiffany has been on some quick moves, it only takes a few moves to get beat by Beth Phoenix. Beth not having it. Looked like she was about to get saved from a chair shot, but doesn't like what's going on. Rolls up the leg over there. 2 count. Thought Beth might have been going for the pin on Tiffany. Doesn't. Ends up getting her little how do you do DDT. 1, 2. And out in 2. Bobbi Hart brings a kendo stick to Raquel Rodriguez, who then starts just beating her senseless with it. Tiffany Stratton, though, holding her own a lot more than I thought she would in this match. Interesting. Not sure what Raquel Rodriguez is doing. Oh, you see what she's doing now. Ends up swinging the baseball bat. Looked like she was going to be a lot slower than Beth Phoenix. Kind of sidesteps it. Ends up hitting Beth Phoenix with the baseball bat. Beth Phoenix recovers first, however. Knocks her down. Now goes after Tiffany Stratton. All 4 in the mix. And we really could see a brand new champion here in this match, the way things are going so far. Kind of thought, Raquel Rodriguez would dominate, or Beth Phoenix, and so far just hasn't been the case. All the wrestlers have had their spots in this match. And you can see Raquel again using that side, but this time not to her advantage. And just gets knocked for a loop. I think Bobbi Hart thought Raquel was going after her. Turns out she wasn't. Tiffany, weird pin. Beth gets up. Beth starts laying waste to the entire field. Will she go for the pin? Because I thought if she went for the pin there, that might knock Tiffany Stratton out. Then hits her with a spear, but Bobbi Hart right behind her. And then puts her finishing move on Tiffany Stratton. Can she go for the pin? No, instead gets the baseball bat and takes it after Raquel Rodriguez. Rolls up the leg, 1. And still only a 1 count, kind of hard to believe. As fast as she got a 2 count on Tiffany Stratton, now to only be getting 1 count is kind of interesting. Slams her down again, kind of wondering if she's gonna get her to tap. Doesn't. Tiffany gets it turned back around. Bobbi thought she was gonna slam down Raquel. Raquel gets it turned back around, and here we go. Tiffany now goes for the pin, 2. And almost puts her out with a 2 count. Almost the end of Beth Phoenix's night right there. Raquel Rodriguez says, hey, since we're this close, let's finish it up. That's her finishing move now. Rolls up the leg. Why the referee jumped out of the ring, no idea. 1, 2, 3, and Beth Phoenix is out. She grabs the baseball bat, takes it to the outside, and I would imagine she's going to get to swinging. She does. Knocks down Tiffany Stratton. Bobbi breaks it up, though. Then she backs up. Tiffany really getting the worst end of this. Bobbi Hart now getting fired up. Knocks Raquel off of her leg, or off of her feet. I guess technically her legs too, but off of her feet. Gets that kendo stick. You can see the kendo stick is starting to break, and finally breaks over Tiffany Stratton's head. Oh, is she gonna go for the pin? Goes for the pin. 1, 2, and Raquel kicks out in 2. Thought that might have knocked her out, but didn't. But I'm telling you right now, I would watch out, because Bobbi Hart is set up to end somebody's night here really quick. Just makes you wonder, who is she going to do it to? Oh, big power slam. Raquel rolls up the leg, 2, and Bobbi out in 2. Start to keep your eye on this match. This is going to go pretty quick, I have a feeling. The end is nigh. The end is nigh. Raquel rolls her up. Tiffany goes out, finds another kendo stick. Raquel Rodriguez not having it, though. Gets her, takes her, throws her into those stairs. Bobbi now grabs her. Raquel turns it around again. And here it goes. This has got to be the end of Bobbi Hart's night. Rolls up the leg. That is her finishing move, too. How did she kick out? How in the world did she kick out of that? Tiffany Stratton, though, finding a way just to hang around this match even longer. Whips her into the stairs and out in 2. If that doesn't scare you, I don't know what will. Bobbi Hart again grabs the baseball bat, but look at how slow she is moving. Went to hit her with the bat, thought twice about it. But it's almost like you would want Tiffany and Bobbi teaming up against Raquel. So Tiffany fights through it. Bobby Hart then hits her with a baseball bat. Tiffany Stratton gets her, goes for the pin on Bobby, and gets the 3 count. Is she going to be able? Oh, big boot by Raquel. And now, thought she was going to go for the steps, but no, goes for the kendo stick instead. Remember, Tiffany has already had one of these busted up over her head. About to be 2 at the rate this is going. Kicks it out of her hands, though. Gets her, throws it back into the ring. Raquel getting back to her feet. Tiffany trying to get into the arena. Big forearm. Probably shouldn't be playing it up to the crowd, though. Ducks the clothesline. Is Tiffany going to be able to come out of this in her debut match? 1, 2, and already a 2 count. Raquel back up to her feet. Tiffany gets her, sends her over with a hip toss. Whips her into the corner. And looks like she's going back after that baseball bat again. Raquel, though, sees it coming, picks her up. Hits her with the Alabama Slammer and rolls up that leg and retains the Women's Triple Crown Television title.
Here is your winner, and still Women's Triple Crown Television Champion, Raquel Rodriguez.
No, there for a second I thought Tiffany Stratton was going to be able to pull that off, but does not. But that is going to lead us into our final match of the evening, the main event, the thing that you all came here to see. The Smackdown title on the line. Bravo versus Roman Reigns. We are about to get that started right now. So remember, Bravo so far is your Universal World Champion. That title is not on the line right now. Only the Smackdown title. Can Bravo become our very first ever double world champion at the same time?
The following champion versus champion contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match and is for the Smackdown Championship.
I agree, Sentinel. So Bravo now making his way down to the ring again. Just won the Universal Championship last week. Already getting a shot tonight at the SmackDown World title. And that is because Totes, who was scheduled to take on this match, gave the nWo another shot. Now, did fairly well. Eliminated 3 of their 5 members. Really, of their 7 members. After getting duped. Came down right there at the end. Bobby Roode, though, getting the better of them and allowing the nWo the opportunity to name a brand new leader. So now the leader of the Horsemen in the main event, the last match of the evening, getting ready to take on the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, and trying to strip him of the SmackDown title to become the first double champion, double world champion in our universe mode. One caveat to this match, though, is if Roman Reigns defends his title tonight, he then gets a shot at the Royal Rumble and at Rabo for the Universal World Championship. So that would be quite the turnaround. Tonight, Rabo gets a shot at it. If it doesn't happen, it will happen at the Royal Rumble, where Roman Reigns will then not have his title, will not have the Smackdown World title on the line, but only be going after the World Universal Championship. So can the Tribal Chief, the leader of the Bloodline, not only defend his title tonight, but then get a shot at the World Championship? So that's kind of the crazy thing, too. So far, Roman Reigns has made a lot of quick work of a lot of wrestlers. Will that change here tonight? Rabo hopes so.
Introducing the challenger from Wolverhampton, England, weighing in at 247 pounds, Ronda. And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the Smackdown champion, Roman Reigns.
It would be super cool if we could have double titles on the line in universe mode. Now you can do it in play now mode, but you cannot do it in universe mode. So only one title on the line here tonight. It is the SmackDown champion. It is the final match of the evening. So guys, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live, and share the video. Rabo coming out right now, getting off to a quick start. Probably the thing he has to do is not just get off to a quick start, but maintain control of the match in the beginning for as long as he can. I mean, obviously you want to maintain control of the match, right? But really, in the beginning, needs to make some inroads. You know, Roman Reigns at some point is going to turn the match around. So I just think it's going to depend on how long he can control this match, how much damage can he inflict on Roman Reigns. Can he slow him down a little bit, slow him down enough to make his moves so they're not so strong, they're not so powerful going against him. Because you see a move like that, and already a 1 count. Look at that, Roman telling you, yeah, he's thinking, but not thinking fast enough, apparently. Oh, there it is. Rabo wisely going in between the ropes. Roman thought he could get out of the way in time, does not. It's all right, brother, you made it to the main event. A lot of good wrestling, though, going on here tonight. Rabo, though, jumping through those ropes now, getting control back. I thought Roman was going to get out of the way. I think Roman thought he was going to get out of the way. He saw it coming, but did not get out of the way in time. And now Robbo taking him for the trifecta, taking him to Suplex City. Now goes, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3, and we have our very first double world champion, Robbo, the head of the Horsemen, here tonight.
Here is your winner, and new SmackDown champion, Robbo.
So Robbo, not only your Universal World Champion, but now your very first double world champion is also the SmackDown champion, and that is quite odd. That match went a lot quicker. That is normally how fast or how quick the matches go that Roman Reigns is involved in, except the other way. So, Horsemen, quite the night tonight, bringing home 2 additional titles, the Hardcore Championship and now the SmackDown World Championship. So, what's that going to mean moving forward? We're going to have to tune in and see what happens now with the nWo 2.0 on Monday Night Raw. Remember, we only have 1 Monday Night Raw, 1 Wednesday Night Stampede, and 1 Friday Night SmackDown before our very first pay-per-view event of Season 4. Should have happened in Season 3, but now the Royal Rumble happening here in Season 4. So, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notifications so we don't miss any time we go live, and we will catch all of you guys in the next one. Peace.